So, how often has this happened to you? You open your mailbox and find a letter saying that based on your credit score, you've been pre-approved for a new credit card. After celebrating this achievement, you might have stopped to ask yourself, how do they know my score? How is this calculated? And most importantly, what even is credit? If this sounds familiar, know that you're not the first person to ask these questions. A recent study found that 13%, or roughly 1 in 8 Americans, don't even know their current credit score, and nearly 70% don't understand the ramifications of a bad one. The truth is, whether you like it or not, credit is a major element in personal finance and plays a significant role in the global economy, influencing more elements of your life than you may realize. So let's explore the concept of the credit score, beginning with the simple question, what is it? What is a credit score? In its most basic terms, a credit score is defined as a 3-digit number that indicates how likely you are to pay back your debt. Banks and lenders will refer to your score when deciding to grant you a credit card or loan, with lower scores suggesting it's a risk to give you their money, and higher scores indicating that you're a safe investment. In America, this score can fall anywhere between 300 and 850, and though the scale may be slightly different in other countries, like Canada, where it ranges from 300 to 900, the principle is the same. Lenders will consult your 3 credit scores to decide how much money or credit they should provide you, if any. Wait, 3 scores? That's right, and this is where things start to get complicated. There are 3 major credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, each of which calculates their own credit reports. Using these figures, the bureaus employ their own modeling techniques to calculate a snapshot of your score. Because of this, you can have 3 different credit scores, one from each of the main bureaus. In principle, these numbers should all work out to be roughly the same, although it's possible for them to arrive at a different figure based on the data available to them. If, for example, Equifax and Experian each have the same information, but TransUnion learns about a new outstanding debt before the other bureaus do, they would likely calculate a different number. But that's not all. In 2006, the 3 major bureaus decided to work together to create Vantage Score, a scoring model that incorporates their reports, along with other data, to form an aggregate number, generally considered more accurate than each bureau's score alone. Another model, the FICO score, uses similar methods to create an overall average number, but looks at only the information contained in your reports. So even if there are differences between your individual Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion numbers, aggregate models like Vantage Score and FICO ultimately determine your score in a manner that's more fair to consumers. How is a credit score calculated? So, there are lots of different numbers you can consult to get a sense of someone's credit. And though there can be discrepancies between them, they should all be in a similar ballpark. But the question remains, how are these scores calculated in the first place? Well, to answer that question, let's rewind a little bit